I had a really crappy experience last night of Facebook randomly dropping me into this pain apps chat group through my vulvodynia support group. And all it was this one person trying to get business for herself as a mind-body vulvodynia healer by telling everyone in the group that the answer to their vulvodynia was that it was in their head, and it's, you need to read Dr. Sarno. So all vulvodynia is mind-body syndrome. So this same person who doesn't know anyone's medical histories and doesn't know, as you will see, anything about the vulvodynia algorithm and the many physiological causes of vulvodynia is here in this group, in a support group, telling all these women and people with vulvas that it may be difficult to believe in, but this ain't a gynecological issue, and that you should research Dr. Sarno's works, read The Divided Mind, and use the Curable app. This person is also guaranteeing everyone that they will get better with TMS, Mindbody, Dr. Sarno stuff. You will all be able to go to concerts, parties, work, pole dance, sit on benches, have pain-free sex, and play with your children. So I jumped in, of course I did, because I had major problems that got so much better when I got off the oral contraceptive pill after 15 years and started estrogen replacement. That alone was huge. I then started testosterone replacement much later, got a lot better. I've also suffered with a chronic rare yeast for almost a year that doctors misdiagnosed. I was misdiagnosed with PCOS. I've had an endometriosis surgery. I've had a vaginal cyst removed. I've had a lot of different issues that doctors didn't take proper care of that were physiological issues, and when they were addressed, I got better. So I just popped in and said that it most definitely can be a gynecological issue, because she said this ain't a gynecological issue. And I said the Center for Vulvovaginal Disorders vulvodynia algorithm is Exhibit A, meaning that we have proof that there are physiological causes of these pelvic pain issues. And then I shared the algorithm to the group so that they could see. Hopefully some people checked it out. But if you have never seen it, I highly recommend looking it up. Just look up vulvodynia.com or Center for Vulvovaginal Disorders, vulvodynia algorithm, and I'll link it below on YouTube. They also put that pudendal neuralgia is basically a symptom of fibromyalgia, which is so wrong. There's so many causes of pudendal neuralgia. Tons of them are just trauma, blunt force trauma, falls, and major pelvic surgeries. Anyway, she also wrote, any of you notice that you barely hear anyone heal from the group? Okay, that's not true. Actually, there's tons of people saying how they healed all the time, all over social media. The problem is that they usually only post once or twice, and then they go on and live their life, and they have other problems to deal with, other fires to put out. They have jobs, they have children. They don't come into a support group for an illness they no longer have, just to say the same thing over and over again. I got better. Anyway, I said to check the vestibulodynia surgery Facebook group as an example of a place where you can find people who have healed from vulvodynia. And then I got flack for, do not join any group with the word surgery. No one here needs surgery or to be maimed. Okay, this just made me want to throttle something. I know so many women who just had provoked vestibulodynia, congenital vestibulodynia, or acquired, and they got the surgery and they got better. They had just a pain-free life afterwards. And I want that for anyone who's eligible for that. So then I said people with congenital vestibulodynia do very well with the surgery. If you don't research into this or speak with patients who've had it because you avoid the groups where those patients are sharing, then you wouldn't know that. And then I stated that TMS, the tension myositis syndrome ideology, is only going to work if your root cause of vulvodynia is pelvic floor muscle dysfunction. So that is a legit cause. I do think that TMS and John Sarno can help some people sometimes with some causes of illness, but I definitely think there's a bunch of other causes. And if you have one of those causes, like hormonal atrophy or vaginal dysbiosis, like a chronic infection that standard tests aren't picking up, or you have lichen, or you have any number of adhesions of some kind, clitoral or internal, you're not going to get better by telling your brain you're fine if you do have these physiological things that require a specialist's care. So then I was told by this person, hey everyone, if you want to talk more without being interrupted, because my trying to help people with facts is interrupting, and without people telling you need surgery, because my saying that the surgery does help some people when she's saying that no one gets better, that's a problem in a vulvodynia support group. I was the bad guy here. And this is like the last part. I said, I didn't say anyone needs surgery, but some people do. Why would you claim to have the cure for a very complex medical issue when you're not even aware of everyone's individual medical histories? You're going to harm people, which I truly believe this person is harming people by telling them that there's nothing wrong with them because she doesn't think so, and she's an expert. Someone else had said pelvic floor Botox sounded terrifying, and I mean, I've had it done 4 times. It's not scary. It's okay. I mean, I could do a episode about it. But anyway, I was then threatened with being blocked. And I'm a harmful nocebo, and I'm making people believe they are physically broken. I basically tapped out after that because I don't have the bandwidth to fight with people like this, but I did share the algorithm in there, and I just want to say there are physiological causes of vulvodynia, of interstitial cystitis, of these crazy diagnoses with like large umbrellas. There are physiological causes to these things. There's also maybe a mind-body cause, but you need to get the physiological causes ruled out. And most people in most places in the world are not getting that done properly. You're not even hearing about the actual things that could be causing the symptoms. And that's because of the gender bias in medicine and the lack of equitable research on this part of the body. I mean, there's literally at 1/10 of the research on female anatomy as there is on male anatomy. So no wonder your doctor can't figure out what's wrong. They don't even have the diagnostic tools or the labels to diagnose. I mean, think about it. They don't even have vulvoscopes in offices to check out up close this area that's sort of like complex and dark, and it's just crazy. Anyway, don't let anyone tell you. Only you know if this is in your brain, in your mind, in your head, or if there's actually something wrong. It's definitely worth checking out mind-body healing and, seeing if that can help you. It can't hurt you to try, but don't let anyone tell you, especially another patient, that it's all in your head.